Hello everyone, welcome to the Handout channel. Today I will guide you on how to make a cute bag like this. How to make a bag. The bag is very beautiful and very classy. This bag is compact and very cute. It can hold a phone, a wallet, and other miscellaneous items. It's very neat and light. Besides, there is also a strap. Here, a very beautiful chain strap. And the length of this bag, when finished, will be 15 centimeters and the width will be about 18 centimeters. That is very cute. Looking at it outside, it looks so cute. I wonder if the color looks good on the video. But the color here will be dark green with this background is cream poplar. We only need to use 2 colors of yarn. Very simple. The pattern is very easy to draw. Now we'll move on to the accessories section. Here's a complete canvas set for you till we finish the bag. Nothing is missing. We will have everything from yarn to canvas too, lining to zipper, and so on. In general, we will have all the accessories here, all the canvases. We will double clamp the canvases. We will be drawn according to the request. The color, the name will be as requested. Here, it depends on what we like to draw, then it all depends on the request. We will double to pieces of canvas hot to pieces. All have to double clamp to pieces together. Here are the 2 main sides, then the bottom, then the 2 side part. Here separately 4 parts of the stick. This stick is the zipper and the mouth of bag is. We will embroider separately, don't double clamp. We will embroider separately. We have the lining. There is the zipper. There's a tube for the strap. There is a lock. There's a stopper and there's a bag stand. We have the scarf. There's the scarf. And we have a piece of chain connecting this. We're going to crochet to this end. Is connected to us. We will hook the thread here and connect these 2 ends too. Make a strap. The chain strap is very beautiful. This chain strap is very beautiful. We will enter the embroidery stage. I have instructed everyone. Before a lot, we just need to look at the picture and embroider the patterns here to make it standard and careful to make it beautiful. The previous clips I have instructed. I will leave the link to the embroidery tutorial for everyone in the comments section below. Then it's done. After we embroider, it will be it's simple and I have a video tutorial. Everyone just embroider. Once you've finished embroidering, we'll continue. After we've finished following along, we'll have a complete set. It's like this: 2 sides part, 1 bottom, 4 pieces of sticks, and 2 main bodies. Now, after finishing the following, we will go to the back edge hook stage. If any of you have been following my channel for a long time, you will know that the way to crochet a border is very simple. Here I will guide everyone on how to crochet a border. Always turn the left side inward and the right side we put out, so we can hook here and there. We put the needle over here and remember to hook from top to bottom. Here we pull it over and then we crochet a single crochet stitch on that leg. Then for the remaining legs, We crochet a single crochet stitch on each leg. There we crochet each one hole is 1 for single crochet stitch, all right for this product. Then we only have difficulty with the crochet problem. If you don't know how to crochet, anyone already knows how to crochet. It's very simple. For each round hole on this canvas, we will crochet single crochet stitch, and we will crochet to the corner of all products. When we get to this corner, all these corners, then we're doing 3 single crochet stitches on the same leg. First stitch, second stitch, and then third stitch here. Then we go to the corner is we crochet 3 single stitches together. Their first stitch here, second stitch here, and then third stitch here. Just continue like that. We crochet until the beginning of this section. Then we crochet until this last stitch. Just now on the first crochet leg we already crocheted 1 stitch. Now we will crochet another stitch here. That's 2 stitches. Then the third stitch, we will make that fake stitch. We will leave a piece of wire. We will leave a piece of wire, then we will burn the wire, and then we will pull the needle through. Remember to burn this, so careful it doesn't come apart. Then we'll go over there. We'll create a fake stitch in this place, in this corner. And there we have finished crocheting the border edge. Then we crochet all the remaining pieces exactly the same. There is no difference, right? Then everyone just crochet, and I will continue to guide you. Then after we crochet the border is finished with all the pieces. Now we will proceed to hook the strap to attach the accessories to the bag base. I will show you how to attach the accessories first. Here, attach the accessories. We will have to attach the bag base and D-ring attachment for bag strap. Now I will guide everyone to attach a D-ring like this. Everyone looks beautiful and very sturdy. Even when people carry heavy things, it will be very sturdy. Here, everyone take that thing. Take a thimble like this. Then we will put the thread through and we will hook it up a chain stitch, and then we crochet a total of 6 single stitches in this loop. When we crochet, remember to clip this thread in so we can crochet it up and over it up. 3 here, 4 here. It's quite full, everyone, but we're gonna fill it up so it can hold this thimble, so it does not slip. Okay. There it's 6th stitch. We push it in. And after it's 6th stitch, we lines cut the thread. Here we cut and we leave a little long piece of thread and then we pull this thread through. Just now we grabbed it. We pulled it back. Remember, here it has two sides. One side is the left side and this side is the right side. Just now we hooked it. We're gonna put the thread through this right side. Cut all the thread off and burn this. Pour the burn skillfully it. This thread burns the head. It burns the thread. Then we will put it in sewing needle. Remember to burn the end of this thread so it will don't slip off, everyone. Now we will put it in here. We count from top down here 1 to 3rd row. Here and from outside in here 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 to 1, 3, 1, 4 and minus 6 then. There is 8 each end is for 1, 2, 3, 4 here. 5th row is we're gonna thread the needle down. 6th row we're gonna thread the needle down and we're gonna thread it up there. Next stitch here, the next stitch here. See, we're gonna thread the needle up and then we're gonna thread it up, tighten it then. We sew it down the original leg. More stitch, tighten it then up in the next stitch. Then we go to the next stitch. We sew it down. There then we go to the next stitch. Just similarly, we go through all 6 of them. This is single crochet stitch. Every single crochet stitch corresponds to a hole down here on the last leg. It's a little bit difficult, so everyone take the needle push and pull it out. And then when it comes to this last stitch, we thread down and back again into that the whole stitch. And then we go through the next stitch and then we thread back into this last leg through. Then this is very strong. Everyone, so it doesn't get squeezed. Case that I wear it or it holds heavy stuff. We can go one more time. About again to make this piece. To make it more sturdy. Then after that's done, we're going to thread the yarn down under the legs that we're following this. We're going to thread the yarn down them and burning thread. We're done with part D ring for strap. So let's move on to the bag stand part. I've already attached 3 of them. There's one left. I have a stand. I just need to push it down is fine. But here, I use a screwless stand. A screwless stand. This stand for this size. Then I will count from here in is 1 to 3 for rows. And count from top to bottom 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th row here, I will count 1 to 3. For row 1 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th row. We have the hook through. Then turn it upside down, put the base in. Press it hard, it will put the screwdriver the screw up, then we put it right here. And use screwdriver to turn this screw. I'll ask the guys at home who are handy to help me, smiley face. Okay, please tighten. Done. Here the base done, okay? Now next step we will make the handle. We will crochet the loop and we will attach the like that. We'll attach the handle like that. Now I'll show you how to hook the handle. Here, I'll hook it. I'll have a long tube. This tube is long about 22 centimeters. We will proceed to take the thread. We crochet here. We will crochet 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3 stick. This tube that I am currently using is paid plastic pipe. Small tube only because this bag is quite small. We will only use a 4 millimeters tube. Then we hook up 2, 3 chain stitches. Then we come back and go to single stitches here. Each single stitch is a crochet foot. Then we will have 2 single stitches. Then there will be 2 single stitches there. We crochet out. Then we tighten when we crochet. Let's clamp this string together and then we go up a chain stick. And we continue to go to single stitches. We go a total of 5 row. Then the second row. Then the third row. Then the fourth row. Then the fifth row. After going 5 rows, we increase the stitch again by 1 chain stick. Then for each of these crochet legs, we go to single stitch here. 2 single stitches together, then up. Here we increase 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Then we go up a chain stick. We crochet up 1, 2. Then from here on up 2. We crochet a total of 50 rows. Plus 5 rows at here. Total is 55 rows. Everyone just crochet a chain stick here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then everyone crochet until the long section. Then we try it this tube. In there we put this tube in so that it just goes over to the end here. Then we stop. Then I crochet here. The tube is 22 centimeters long and I use needle 2.3 millimeters. I crochet total is 55 rows. Keep on hooking and then when you get to that part, stop. I'll continue to guide you after. We've hooked a long section. Everyone see. We've hooked a long section. I'll count here up to this section is 55 stitches. We put the tube in there. So here it will have a little extra 1 piece. It will have about 5 stitches left over. First 5 rows there. Here we begin from row 50. To row 51 we will start decreasing. We leave the first crochet foot. Hook into the second crochet foot 1 stitch. Leave the second crochet foot, hook into the last crochet foot. We make fake stitch. Then we also go up to a total of 5 rows is reduce 1 row. Then now add another row is 2 here, 3 here. 4 here. Then 5 rows. Then now this row will be the row that we crochet the border edge. Then we hook a chain stick. We crochet at the hooked second leg. On this second crochet, we will crochet 2 stitches on that leg to give it some curve. Then every row of wire we hook in a single stitch. There we go to border edge. There a single stitch. Everyone see clearly. Don't release needle here. There a single stitch. Then between the 2 stick. This one we're going to crochet a single stitch there, and then in the middle of this we're going to crochet a single stitch between this. Go a single stitch there just like that. We crochet until the end. Then on this side of the head, go here. Remember to crochet 2 stitches here. 2 stitches. Then everyone keep crocheting. Here and there in the process that everyone crochets. Let me talk about this problem a little bit. When we crochets 5 rows, then everyone crochets 50 more rows, or a total of 55 rows. Then when everyone brings the tube go in like this, 5 rows away from here, everyone put this tube and put it in and go to the 50th row, and there's still this extra tube. That means I have crocheted 50 rows and there is still a tube left. So I will crochet until this tube is full. I will count the number of rows and write it down, so that later I can crochet the second handle strap. The quantity must be exactly the same, so the 2 straps are equal. If in the case that when everyone crochets 50 rows and this one is longer than the tube, then everyone reduces the quantity down to make it equal to the top of this tube, and the number of rows here I reduce is not changing. Then everyone just continue to crochet the edge until the end of this tube. When everyone crochets until this last part, the stitch here is the stitch we hooked in earlier. A hook leg here. Now we hook another leg here, and we leave the wire double the size this. We cut it in half a little longer than. It's fine everyone to let the wire be long and have extra. This string go to it. We put it back together. Here and there. Then after this is done, here after that's done, then we put the tube in there. We put the tube in there balanced between the 2 ends. We clamp this thing. We mark the place we keep this there. At this head we're going to put this thimble in there. Put this thimble in there like this. We compare the tube to see right at the top of the tube yet. Okay, like there. Then we'll spread it over. We'll assemble this part. Down below, let it stick together, sew it up. Everyone can see clearly. We are so put it together, it's done. Let's give it the needle go up, then put the tube in there. Everyone remember, when everyone assembles, always the curve of the tube is the belly of the tube, means this place for us to assemble. There it's always the belly of the tube. If you flip it over, the tube will be bent backwards by your strap. It's very ugly. Then we go to the next stick to it, and then corresponding to the stick on this side, we pull it back one more time, tear it back there, adjust this so that it is even, and it's done. Now for each stick on this side and each stick on the other side, we will do it. let's sew it together. Let's sew the stick like this to avoid the case frayed yarn. We push the needle through, it frays the thread. We take the needle tail and push it through. Oh my God, is it clean yet? Then this good we push the needle tail. We pull it over pull. And then just like that. We sew it together until the end this line. We put this rectangle in. Continue. Okay, here in the process that everyone assembles, remember to squeeze your hand tightly so that the stick it will. Close the line, assemble it up. Now we'll assemble it almost to the end of this tube. Now we'll put this thimble into this rectangle close to the inside. Okay, now let's sew it. Together and then we proceed to sewing. We don't drag it in. In general, how do we sew it so that this part sticks together? Sticks together inside this. Push in. Just sew it up and down so that this part sticks together. Stick it tight. Put it in and burn it. And finally, everyone pull this part so it goes over here. Let it go over here. Pull this back so it's even. Adjust this tube. This is definitely fun. That's it there. There, let's burn it back in here. And there now we have. The strap part is done. Once it's done, we'll start sewing the strap foot inside. When we're done with the strap, we'll start sewing the lining. That's it. Now we will take the thread. We will take a piece of thread to make it a little longer. Then we will pull the end of this thread back 4. Then take a lighter to burn it. Carefully burn this piece of thread. Everyone, it's hot. If you squeeze it wrongly, you'll burn your hand. Now we'll put this leg over there, so it's difficult for everyone. Second, put it right here. Right, this part from top to bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th row. And we'll take the corner of this pattern and then we'll lift it from the bottom up there. Let's pull this thread over and leave some extra length for it. Then we thread the needle up there. Then we thread the needle down right on the stick leg that we threaded up earlier. Pull it over. Pull it over. Then We cross this. It not gone run anywhere. Right there. Now continue the stick. Next to the third stick, we put it up and we put it down right there on the stick. Okay, we push this. Through in the process that we thread. Up and down, we remember to clamp this thread, the original thread, so it sticks together. Here is the total, add up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we add another stitch to the 5th row end. That's it. Okay, here, everyone see. It's still a bit open at here. We go thread the needle again. We'll find a place for us to thread the needle up in the second stitch leg. Go up there and then we thread the needle down on the third leg is the leg next to it, because it's quite tight, so if we put it on with the old leg, it won't be able to fit everyone. See that, right? It's holding it back. After we can go like that, we will pull this thread. We thread it. Through and catch it there, and similarly, we put the thing in this place, and then we sew it here. Now let's count. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. This is the 12th leg. Let's count this rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 0, 11, 12. Here comes the 12th. Let's thread the needle. Tighten it up so that this rope is tight. Everyone then continue with the second leg. That's simple, then the third leg. And now we slide this one through it and open the middle of third and second. The third it will be open, and like before, we put it back on the second leg. Thread the needle up and then thread it down on the third leg, so that this place is smooth again. Here it is. Up we go, we drag through the fourth leg. From then to the fifth leg is the last leg. That's done, but we go then. We roll this out so it's even out. Done. Now we'll proceed. This thread to hide the thread. The handle strap is done. Now all the accessories are attached. We've finished. Now let's move on to one more is to sew a zipper. To sew a zipper, right here is my zipper. When everyone buys it, it will have two ends. One end dotted has an arrow and one end it has a hole. Then the end has an arrow. Everyone will put this foot in there then. We detach this off. Everyone see that. If the head has a hole, it has a hole down here, then we'll detach this off and we'll put the head in, put the front part in, put this head in there. We pull it, everyone see. Then after that is done, we will attach the stop pin. There this pin and it will come with this one. Line's finished sewing the zipper soon. I'll put this part in. Put this part in later. Now, we'll start sewing this zipper. I'll separate this part. Then here we leave this extra piece here. Later we will sew this part in here so that it can hold the zipper. It's very beautiful. We'll leave a piece like this. When you sew, remember to turn this piece out so that later when you have it, you can attach it to the other piece. Come here. Everyone bend it back there. Here everyone hold it like that. I'll use the clamp to clamp it and then let this head part curve like that. There it curves close. And then we'll use sewing thread. Let's sew this whole thing up and down. Here we use a click to clamp it here. Bend it like this. Everyone, bend it over. It's close. Together. Come on, now we're going to use it. Needle and thread. Just normal needle and thread. Let's sew the same color thread to make it beautiful. Everyone look at here. I'm using the same color blue of thread, or we can use transparent thread if has. I will use blue thread. I will just use normal thread end. Then everyone strokes this part down and close it below. This on this zipper it will have streaks so. Everyone follow this line. Everyone sew here we should be. Keep a distance there. Distance a little bit compared to this zipper so that when we pull the zipper it doesn't get stuck. Now let's go up. We can sew it up and down so that we can just sew it in. If you want to make sure, then everyone sews it in the same way as sewing cloths. Now we sew it down. Then we will sew it up. When we sew it up, we will sew it back down and turn it back up. And now we continue to sew. Out and down there, see it very firmly. Everyone just do the same like that. Everyone sew up to this head, then almost here we fold to meet this head again, like that to meet again like that. Then we are sew to get up here to this side right, so for come to The head on this side, both sides are exactly the same. Then we will sew the lining. Then everyone sew the zipper. Continue sewing this zipper, okay? This part, let's say it again a little bit when you guys sew this zipper. I'll clip the lining strip in. I'll clip the lining strip. The right side of the lining strip I'll put up here and the left side will be put underneath here and this lining strip we will clip parallel to this zipper. Clip it in like this. Clamp it and then this top part. Also we will put it parallel to this like. That then we clamp it. We sew it to sew it so it sticks to this lining strip. When we finish sewing it sticks to this lining strip, we will fold it back. That's it, everyone, sew it. Once you're done, I'll continue to guide you. Now we'll sew it up here and over here. Here we go after we sew the zipper and lining like this. Then we're going to fold the lining over like that. This part is too long, it's too much then. We're going to cut it. There we cut it. We're gonna fold this part in there. We're gonna fold this part in there. We're gonna clamp the part at the bottom of this leg too. We're gonna fold it up. We're gonna clamp it. We're gonna clamp it like this. That part we also fold it. And then we clamp it, and then we'll proceed to sew the lining. That lining we also use needle and then we thread from the top. Down through. And then, at this point, we start sewing. We're going to thread this one down to the hook leg. We're going to thread it inside the piece this fabric. We thread down under this hook. This is called sewing like thread hidden. And then just like that we sew here. And then we continue sew for this part and consider the zipper part done. Next we will line all the pieces. All the embroidery pieces here. We sew the lining is exactly the same as this piece we sew. The lining we sew according to the marks. We just fold it all over. And this clip, you can buy it on Shopee or store. We can use cloth clip, paper clip. We clip it together. We clip it together, just keep it. It doesn't affect anything. Any clip is good as long as it is safe. Many sisters even take some clips to dry their children's clothes. You can also clip them on. It doesn't affect anything as long as it keeps this that it can be shaped for. To do, it doesn't affect anything. The important thing is whether sew it beautifully or not. There, everyone also uses a needle and thread to sew like this. Everyone sews. The pattern is like that. Everyone can start at any position. Because it's the same, don't forget to tie this head up. Okay, I'm just showing everyone. Go there, then go down here. Then just thread the needle up. There it is, just like that, just like that. Everyone, please sew this all. Help me, let's do it like this. We sew this all and similarly, the body parts are the same. We also put it in and we fold it. Fold it again and then we sew. All the bottoms we will do. Like that, then everyone just sew the lining. When it's done, I will show everyone how to assemble it. Then after we have finished sewing the lining, here are all the pieces we lined done. That's all. Now we'll proceed to assemble it. First I'll show you how to assemble it. First I'll show you how to attach this zipper here. This zipper when we sewed. I said earlier that the zipper head is pointed, then we will bring it out here, which zipper head has a hole. We'll bring it to the back so we can pull it up and down like that. So for this head, we'll put this in there like this and then we pull it up there. I will attach this lock. So if anyone buys the available accessory set, it will have a zipper attached. This is already attached to this head, and this head is also attached to this head. I put this tiny screw in. Then I put this in there right now. Now I'll proceed to assemble this. This piece of the bracket, everyone remember, is to put this wire up. Then, these two main faces we will turn in together. These two main faces we will turn in like that, and this wire must be on top. Then the piece here is also. Similarly, we will turn in it. This wire will be on top here. Then we put it in. We put it together and we use a needle to sew wool. We put this part together. We use the string of the piece, zipper to pull. Here we use the thread of the piece of zipper to pull it. Remember to pull it backwards, and this string is on top. Now we count, we skip the middle stitch, skip the middle stitch. We count at the second stitch, second here. Skip the middle stitch, count the stitch next to it, 1, 2. Through third stitch, we put needle through. Then we thread it through like this. We'll sew the punch stitch, 1 stitch on each side, 1 stitch on each side. So 1 stitch on this side corresponds to 1 stitch on this side. There we sew, we assemble. I told everyone that if the case, the needle tip is sharp. When it pierces through it, it scratches the thread. Then we use the needle tail to sew. That without scratching or tearing the thread. We just do 1 stitch on this side and 1 on the other side, and we just pull it over. It's very simple. One stitch on this side and 1 stitch on that side. We put it together. When you pull it over, remember, tighten it up so that the seam is smoother and it's more secure, because basically this woven thread is also stretched everyone than the embroidery stitch. Finally, everyone use C1 to 2. The middle stitch is going to be equal to the head on this side, and now we go over and we're going to make a stitch. Round to tighten this head, and then we thread the thread over to this side. We go backwards 1 or 2 more stitches, and we cut the thread. After we assemble this one in, then the piece here is also assembled similarly. Assemble it in, and then we'll put this one over here. We'll use a sewing needle. We'll sew this part together to make it stick together. We'll put this part over. Use sewing thread to sew it together. Just like that. Then we sew it together. We cut the thread. Then this part we will continue to assemble it into the mouth of the bag. We make this side too. We will assemble this body. This part is also quite simple. Just like other products, here the stitches are already together. Then we just need to put in, and we assemble just the middle stitch on this side with the middle stitch on the other side. That is the starting point and the ending point. Assembly always starts from assembly. Bottom first, everyone. If you are new, if you have no experience, you can count the number. Embroidered stitches count like this. I will skip. This middle stitch, I will count 1 to 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, I'll mark it there and then corresponding. Here I also skip this middle stitch. I count the stitches next to it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 here and there I will mark it again. 1. I assemble it. I assemble it to this one, and these two stitches match each other, which means I assembled it correctly, and if it's wrong, I know it's wrong, I will take it apart and check it again, and similarly. Then I just count up, count up, count up, count up, and then I mark it, and if you've done it a lot, you only need to pay attention to one thing. You don't need to count. That is when you go to the stitch between this side and the stitch between this side. It matches. At the corner, always go 2 times. When I pull over, I remember to squeeze. Close it up and then note that you have to go to the stitch next to this one. It has to be the same as the stitch next to this one. Don't go wrong. It's very easy to go wrong at the first stitch. Then it will be wrong all. It's a bit tiring to remove all, so everyone pay attention to that place. Then we just put 1 stitch on this side, 1 stitch on this side, then we hook it together. We will hook it together. This stitch is sticking out, remember to tighten it. Everyone tighten it up strongly. Just pull it all the way through. I tighten it once. Pull it all the way through and tighten it that one. And then this stitch. That's next to it. The 10th stitch is right. I'll continue. I'll mark it. And if you're used to this, look at the match between 1 stitch on this side and 1 stitch on other side. Then I just assembled it. Actually, when I put the 2 pieces together like this, it was already parallel to the 2 stitches because all the pieces are equal. This number of stitches was originally when I cut the plastic canvas. It was already cut to match together. Similarly, everyone just assemble until this end. I will put the side part in. I will assemble a rectangular piece of the bottom. Assemble all around this bottom first. Remember to tighten it tightly. Hey, do you see the seam? It's so smooth. Sometimes when I look, I can't see it. If someone has never used this bag, and I carry this bag out, people will see it and they won't know where the seam is. It's very seamless. At this middle stitch, Note, this stitch always goes twice. Now we'll come to the side of the bag. The side of the bag we've turned. The place where the strap is attached to the top, and the bottom will be at the bottom. We'll also clip it in like that, also starting from the middle stitch on this side to go to this side. This is simple, easy for everyone. It's one stitch in this side and one stitch on the other side. The important things, first of all, you have to be skillful. I am careful and meticulous. With handmade products, it will always be like that. Always have to be meticulous. Then it will be very beautiful. And making a bag for myself is very meaningful. I really like it. Maybe when I can do it for myself, I can make it as a gift. For my relatives and friends, because here, I can draw any name. I can draw anything. I can draw flowers, leaves, branches, animals, etc. I can draw anything. I'm very comfortable. I can do anything. I can draw anything I want. I can draw a company logo. I like to draw something after drawing. Embroider it and then follow the steps that I have instructed. You will get this side of the bag. Can you see this side of the bag? And now we continue to put the main body in. We will also assemble it like the one on this side. Like this side, okay. Everyone just do it and I will continue to guide here when I've assembled it until the end. Then I'll put the thread inside so that I can hide the thread. Here, I'll put it inside. We'll thread it in and out one by one or 2 times. We will hide the thread. We thread it so that this thread holds it firmly. And then we use a lighter. Then we're done with the assembly part. Everyone see it becomes one rectangle like this. Done. Now let's put this one together. First, before we put these parts and these corners together, we have to put this one together. Before you assemble this, there's a note. Remember, when you assemble this, you have to assemble this zipper head and this zipper head. It has to be in the same direction when we open this. Then we will also open this. Pull this back, then here it will also pull in the same direction. Everyone see. This thread here. We leave the thread for it to be on top. There it's on top. That's also the middle stitch on this side. Here's the middle stitch on this side. We sew them together. For this corner, we'll only go once. Don't go twice, because later on this thread here, we'll go around all 3 of these pieces together, so that's where we don't go twice like bottom. Only bottom we go 2 times. That's it. This is also similar. Like at the bottom, we just keep that similar like that. we sew it together until this last part, and then we cut the thread. We hide the thread. Let's just sew it together. Then the middle stitch on this side and the middle stitch on this side also overlap. I pulled it over and then let's go. On the contrary, let's put this thread in here. Burn and hide the thread. We do the same thing on this side. Like that, and here it has a case like this. When you encounter this case, you know how to handle it. That's this thread. At first, we had to leave it like this side, but I left it wrongly. It was below, so now we'll go and thread it up again. Either we thread it or we cut the thread out and then we can thread it back. Now we're going to put this in. In here go, they're in here. You see clearly. There, put it in, and then we'll thread in some threads that I embroidered to hold this thread. Hold this thread and thread it back up over this middle stitch, and that's it. Everyone see, then we clamp it and we sew it together like that. That's all the way to do it. Okay, everyone? Just like that, and everyone assemble it to the end. Now I will guide everyone how to assemble the side part of the bag. Now these two mouths are done. Now just only this side part of the bag is left, and this bag is done. Everyone see these four corners. We'll assemble them. This side, everyone pay attention. This place, this thread is on this side. We will thread the needle through there, the middle stitch of this side and the middle stitch of this side. The stitch, middle of the middle piece of the body in the middle of this mouthpiece. We pull it through there, means 3 stitches. Remember, 3 stitches. Tighten it and go one more time. And check it again. Then we'll leave it like this for easy viewing. In here, it has this piece here we hook into the hook leg of this one, so we can assemble it, then we bring it over here. We'll be here, we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the first stitch is crocheted. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 stitches left. We'll look in here. We'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 here, this stitch. There we take 1 leg of it, or 2 legs is fine, but 1 leg is smoother. Pull it over there and put it together. Next, this one. We'll thread it through both legs over here. We take 1 leg, tighten it up, and here it's the same. Remember, everyone take a leg in here so we can assemble it. That's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. And now that all that part is done, then we just assemble it normally, one leg on this side with one leg on the other side and assemble. That's it. There, then the middle stitch here and the middle stitch of the body and the side. With this body we'll go 2 turns and then we'll thread the needle in. Out there, thread the needle in here. We just put the needle out, put it in and out 1 or 2 turns like that so we can hold this thread. Then we burn it. Very easy. Now we use a lighter. Burn this thread. We press it down there. And done. And the remaining 3 pieces. Then everyone just assemble it similarly. Assemble it and it's done. The bag is done. Everyone assemble it with me. The remaining 3 parts. It's done, everyone. This is the bag that we have after we completely assemble these 4 corners. We will have a finished product like this. Very pretty, very pretty. Inside here, everyone can see. When we sew the thread hidden, there will be no visible seam. No visible seam. Here we will have a crossbody strap. A strap like this is very classy. I have instructions for the chain strap. I will put it in the description. I will put the link in the comment section. Everyone just go there so everyone can see and everyone can hook this strap. Thank you everyone for watching the channel. If you have any questions, everyone can leave comments and I will answer. Thank you everyone.